Hello and welcome back to Grandma Frida YouTube channel. We are still with the Jumas. We are in their Buruburu home, and if you really enjoyed the first part of their interview, you are welcome to this second part where they are going to give us the nitty-gritties about how they spend their time, the little things they do as a couple, and how they share their life in their retirement and how they spend their life. So please welcome to part 2 of the interview, and let's walk together with the Jumas, okay? So the Jumas, you are retired, Juma, fully retired.
Yes.
You are partially retired. But before you are partially retired, you actually left formal employment. Just tell us your first day on retirement. How was it and what did you do on that first day, if you remember?
My first day was to get a service provider to set up my website. I already had the name for the firm I was going to do. I already had the business plan. So, so it was actualizing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first thing you did when you came for retirement,
Yes, was
you woke up in the morning?
Yes,
to?
and I called someone who had been referred to me, and we talked about setting up my website.
Where were the children that time?
They were working.
Okay.
Yes.
And Juma, you leave NEC, then the following morning you are not reporting to the
The
office.
following morning, I'm not reporting to work. But the interesting thing is, a whole month after that, I still was waking up at 5 in the morning. I still had not adjusted myself. Yes.
So what were you doing when you wake up that early?
I keep myself busy in the house.
Like doing what? The first day. Tell me exactly what you did.
First day, I woke up in the morning, did my normal thing, and caught up with my reading.
Okay.
Yes.
Were you missing office?
No.
You are not.
I had psychologically prepared myself not to miss office.
Okay.
Yes.
You are a couple. You're now retired. Just tell us, share with us, what activities do you do as a couple together? First of all, what are these activities as a couple you engage in? Whether it's daily, monthly, but you know what you must do together. What are they?
Once in the morning, every morning we will wake up and we must pray together. We must take breakfast together, and then go our separate ways. In the evening, we must come together and eat together, watch 1 or 2 movies together, pray together, and then sleep.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you go to church, everybody goes on their own shopping and what have you?
Okay, church. We go to church together, and we are both ministers in our own rights. He's ordained
In your church?
Yes, he's ordained, but I'm not.
Okay.
But we are
Which
both-
church is this?
PEFA,
Perfect.
Pentecostal Evangelistic Fellowship of Africa,
Okay.
in Donholm. Now we are in different ministries. He's more evangelistic. I am a teacher. So in the church, I have a ministry that engages me every day. I have a class. Every Sunday I have a class. So we go to the service, sit together, and then during the second service, I go to do my ministry, and then we come home. And most of the times on Sundays, we prefer being home together unless there's a meeting.
Okay.
That is also the time that we take maybe to see someone, maybe somebody who has a challenge, a friend we haven't seen together. So that would be an ideal time.
Okay.
We do a bit of counseling together. So those are some of the things.
Whom do you counsel?
Various people.
Okay.
For some reason, mostly from our church.
Okay.
Or elsewhere, people we have met in
Okay.
our life.
Okay.
Sometimes we just get a call and, Mom, can I come and see you?
Okay.
Is that going to be home? And I say, well, if you want to talk to both of us, come. And we host them, and then it ends up to be a counseling session. Yeah, about various things.
Okay. You have touched a bit of what you do as individuals. What else is this that you do as individuals now? How you spend your retirement now as an individual?
Right now, I have a firm, Centwise Business Consulting, and I want to explain the name. Scent, Hela,
Oh,
wise.
Senti.
Scent.
Scent-wise.
Yeah. Hela
Spell
moja.
that.
Scent.
C.
C-E-N-T.
Oh, okay.
The smallest part of a shilling.
Mm-hmm.
And wise. You need to be wise with your money to the cent.
Mm-hmm.
So I train people on managing their money, but mostly my focus is on NGOs, because that is the space I've been with, how to set up their policies, financial system policies, and even business people. I train them, because if you do not have proper systems and you have a business, remember I'm an auditor by training, your employees can steal from you. You don't know whether you're making a profit. You don't know where your working capital is, and you end up in a mambo-jumbo things, and the next thing you're closing shop.
Okay.
So those are skills I've gained over the time of working, and that is what Centwise does.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you work from home, or do you have an office somewhere?
I work from home.
Okay.
And sometimes some of my clients are international, and therefore mostly it's virtual. If there's anything that I need to go, I'm happy to say that I travel,
Okay.
and my clients finance the traveling.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Yes, and Mr. Juma, what is this that you really do alone?
I love reading and I love studying, so I enrolled for a PhD program in human resource management. I am just about to finish my PhD.
Okay.
Yes, so
And
that keeps me busy.
okay.
Yes.
Who cooks?
I do.
Mom cooks.
Well, let's put it this way. Sometimes circumstances force you to do things. I do sit in a board that is not in Nairobi. If I travel, somebody has to cook for himself.
Yes.
But I try to cook much, and then he just needs to warm. But I don't think he has a challenge anymore.
For the last 2.5 weeks, I've been cooking for myself.
Okay. So you don't have a challenge in cooking.
No, I have no
After all,
issue.
she's been working out of the
Yeah,
country.
I have no issue. I have no issue.
Okay.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yes.
How has retirement affected your relationship as a couple?
I think we get closer. We have more time together. Yeah, I can say we have more time together.
Okay.
We go home together at our rural home.
Where is your rural home?
Taveta.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
And how has it affected your relationship with your children?
retirement, has it changed
No,
anything?
it hasn't changed.
It hasn't
much.
changed
It hasn't
anything
much.
because they were working when we retired.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Okay. And has retirement affected your relationship with your friends and relatives?
Friends, some have dropped off, but we have also acquired new friends.
Okay.
Our families, it has not affected us. We are still in touch with our families.
Actually, when you are working and you leave, I don't know whether you experience that, yeah?
Yes.
You kind of face out, some friends face you out.
Yes.
Is that so?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a feeling that when you are not in office, for me, mostly this experience was when I was between jobs. You know, when you work with some of these organizations, you don't have a long contract. Maybe you have like 3 years, it ends, and then in between you don't have a job. And people tend to think somehow your faculties have gone down. They talk to you in a different way. They want to avoid you because maybe you're calling them because you want lunch or you want some money or something. So, and I'm glad most of those friends, I faced them out even before I retired because I had a first-hand experience beforehand.
Yeah.
So the ones I had pretty much have remained the same. I am fairly busy, so we are still talking about, and some of my friends also went into private practices. So we consult each other.
Yeah.
So
That's common, especially if you leave employment the way I left. Kind of people try to avoid you. They don't want to talk
Yeah.
to you. But that is life, because at work mainly it's mutual friendship. Yeah. The Jumas, I really want you to give me a typical day that you each have on retirement. Something typical that you engage yourself in your retirement on a normal day.
okay, for me, one of the things is I was never able to work out, to do exercise when I was working, because you're thinking about preparing breakfast and reporting to work early. At least now, that is the first thing I do. Okay, sometimes I fall back, but that is something I'm able to do that I wasn't able to do. Number two, if I don't have a running contract, I'll be thinking about my next product, and I can work on it at my own time. I can do extra things that I wasn't able to do when I was working.
Okay.
Deliberately, we don't have a house help because I want to keep myself busy.
Working in the house.
Yes.
Yes, Juma, now she's busy working in the house. What do you do typically?
A typical working day for a typical retirement day would be, to me, wake up early in the morning, do my morning devotion, do my physical exercises, take breakfast, and then do whatever I have planned for the day. Yes.
So, how do you stay engaged in retirement?
Engage as in?
Active.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, active. There is always something to do.
Yes.
I am in school, so if I don't have a client I'm working for, if I don't have a project I'm planning, if I don't have a board meeting, I'll be studying. So there's no idle time, and there's ministry, so I don't have an idle time. And as I said, it's got to be deliberate. If you're not deliberate, you find in retirement you have a lot of time and very little money to do things, and it can be very dull.
Okay. Do you have hobbies? Any hobby? Do you
Yeah.
engage in any hobby?
Um, maybe not regularly, but I want to say, like 2 weeks ago, I went for a trek
Okay.
in Shimba Hills.
Okay.
It was
Yeah, something that you do for self-development. Juma,
Um,
you look
yeah,
at.
yes. Hobbies, yes, I have hobbies. I like reading, so I read. Recently, I have acquired another one of gardening. I have a kitchen garden here.
Oh.
It keeps me busy in the
Okay.
morning and in the evening.
Uh-huh.
Something new.
So, when you go there, we are going to get some onions.
It is hot now, but but there is some sukuma there.
if you come
Yes.
during the rainy season,
Yeah.
you'll get something.
Okay.
Yes.
And what have you achieved in retirement that you did not have time for while working? Have you traveled because you now have time to travel? Have you done things that you now really have time for, like leisure activities, which
Yes.
you could not do because of work?
Yes, I think personally I have the freedom to be able to do things when I want them to be done, like travel. When I used to work, I had only to wait until weekends for me to be able to travel. Now that I'm not working, I can be able to arrange myself when to travel, and anytime I want, I feel I have time to travel and have something to do out, I do that. So that freedom of being able to travel when and where you want.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you made any international travel just as a couple for leisure?
Yes.
Yes, we went to UG.
We have been to
For
Uganda,
Christmas.
yes. For Christmas, yes.
Wow, as a
Yes.
family?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, as a couple or as
As a family.
family.
Okay.
Family.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Any other trip, travel?
Local travels a lot, plenty.
Okay.
We
Yes.
went to Mombasa.
Mombasa, yes.
You went to Mombasa?
Taveta,
Uh-huh.
Mombasa,
Okay.
Lamu,
Uh-huh.
Lamu, Tana River. Yeah, so we do a bit of traveling here and there, yes.
Okay. Do you have people you are grateful for in your life as mentors? Somebody you can say, this person actually mentored me, as you sit back in your retirement.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know whether you'll see this video, but I would like to appreciate somebody called Wilson Joguna.
Mm-hmm.
He scouted for me and ushered me into private sector, and he was my boss. And I can say part of what I'm doing now as a practitioner, it's, he taught me how to do an audit report, how to inquire, how to engage with people. I can say I really, many times I even remember some of his statements.
Mm-hmm.
For example, he used to say, Catherine, meaning is not in words, it is in people. Learn to observe people.
Mm-hmm.
He mentored me a lot.
Oh, that's a big
Yes.
lesson.
Yeah.
Meaning is not in words.
Words.
It is in people. That's a big lesson for people to really think about.
Yes.
And Juma?
Yes, I have, throughout my working life, I have many people I can say they have mentored me and I admire them.
Mm-hmm.
Some are alive, some have gone to be with the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I want to mention Joseph Kangali. He was a TSC secretary,
Mm-hmm.
a very good old man. He showed me what working hard meant and integrity was.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mr. Samuel Maneno, he was
Mhm.
our principal at Lenana School. He really brought us up as good teachers and taught us commitment and hard work. I have my former boss, Mr. Juma Machihi. He taught us that diligence is the only way, and being friendly to people. Though he has retired, we still get in touch and have a lot of respect for him. Mr. Dr. Joseph Kivilu, he was my last CEO at Kenya National Examination Council. He was also a hardworking man and diligent man. And last but not least, my spiritual father, the late Bishop Samuel Mwatha. I really look up to him.
Okay.
Yes.
That's interesting. I hope they'll watch this and get to know
Yes.
that you appreciate them in your
Yes.
retirement.
Yes.
And do you have any future plans and aspirations in your retirement? Anything you're planning for you in your retirement, or something you're aspiring?
Yes.
Or has life stagnated?
It hasn't. We are not yet in our retirement home. It is in the pipeline. It's gonna be beautiful.
Whoa! Wow, that's interesting. Within Nairobi?
Let's
Outside
be
Nairobi.
discreet.
Yeah.
We want to be discreet.
I would love to be there.
We'll
Yeah.
invite you for the next.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then finally,
Yes.
entice the viewers to retire, giving us reasons, even if it's based on your own personal experience. Entice people who have not retired.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Retirement is good because it gives you freedom to be who you are, freedom to do what you want at whatever time you want. So retirement really is good. But a caution is that you should be prepared for your retirement. If you don't prepare for your retirement, you will live your retirement in regrets, and that may send you to early grave.
Mhm. And Mrs. Juma.
Actually, I wish I had retired earlier
Mm-hmm.
because I had contemplated several times, and occasionally I would think, let me retire now and set up my farm. And then a job offer would come, and I'm like, okay, this is money that I'm sure of. If I go out there, I might be afraid. But since I went out there, you don't get regular income, but when you get it good money. So if you plan, you can spread it, you can invest easier. I think I dare say I've made more money per year than when I was working.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
If you plan it well.
Oh,
Yes.
that is nice. So, as your parting shot, I just want to thank you
Thank you.
for having accepted to be hosted in my channel, and thank you for hosting me in your home. We are in Buruburu. Okay, I exhausted what I really wanted to ask you, but I believe there is something that I may have forgotten which you would like to share with the viewers.
For me, two things. One, old age feeds on youth. Invest when you are young, plan when you are young. Number two, biblically, there is no retirement. Moses started his ministry at 80. That's my
Thank you.
parting shot.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. It has been a great day spending the day with the Jumas in Buruburu. And if you have any comments regarding their insights on retirement, please remember to give your comment in the comment section. And I just would ask you to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and share them amongst your kin. And please remember to tune in next time if you're interested in knowing more on retirement, because I'm going to bring more and more people to give you story time on retirement. Thank you and bye-bye.